My alarm snaps me out of my slumber. With a groan, I reach outside my blanket in search of the coveted snooze button. 5:45 a.m. What possessed me to set my alarm at such an ungodly hour? Oh right, the physical education class I have this morning. Any normal human being would have picked a more reasonable time for this course, which explains why this time slot was the only one available. I climb out of my bed and begin my morning routine. After getting ready, I head downstairs to an empty living room. Kaito and Nikki must still be asleep, like any other normal person. I power feast through breakfast and head on my way. An uneventful drive later, I'm waiting outside the gymnasium. Some zombie-like students wait with me. The rest are passed out on the campus benches.
Broseph!
A cheerful voice, too cheery for the current time of the day, breaks through my reverie, and I see two familiar faces approaching. Jo is beaming, but I can't say the same about Kaori. Her eyes are hardly open and she yawns, barely mustering a nod of acknowledgement. I'm with Kaori on this one. That's too early, man. I rub my eyes, barely able to stay conscious.
Aw, you're not a morning person either?
Before I get a chance to reply, Jo smacks my back hard and I stumble a few paces. Kaori staggers too. She whips around and stops a foot towards Jo. Her drowsy expression is replaced with one of fire.
Ow! What was that for?
Just waking you both up for a wonderful day of gym class.
Kaori and I both shoot piercing glares toward Jo. I'm going to end him.
Not before I do.
Jo steps back, his hands going up defensively.
Whoa, guys, chillax. So scary.
What's up with you two picking this as your time slot for the course?
We could ask the same for you.
I transferred into the program late, so this was the only class available. Kaori crosses her arms.
I guess that makes sense.
And you guys?
We were originally in a later class, but decided to change out.
Any reason why? Jo looks at Kaori. She sighs before shrugging her shoulders.
Remember when we told you about us forming our own team because it didn't work out with the previous one?
Yeah,
Let's just say we all decided to pick the same gym class to train together, but as you know, it didn't work out.
sounds more like a falling out. Jo rubs the back of his head.
Something like that. In any case, we figured it'd be easier to switch out than deal with that awkwardness every week.
Yeah, but for now, I can always ask them later, right? I guess that makes sense. We hear a click as the building door unlocks.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. We had a little issue with the gym schedule, but that's now been resolved. Please make your way to the locker rooms, then meet at Gymnasium 3.
Awesome! We'll see you there, Kaori. Come with me, Broseph.
Jo pushes me towards the men's locker room. We quickly change into our uniforms. Then Jo and I head towards the gym. Even with all of the training equipment inside, space still feels huge. Flags and banners from past victories hang on the walls and ceiling. Typical of Ace Academy, everything looks pristine.
Hello?
Jo's voice snaps me back to reality. Yeah, what's up?
Jeez! Zoning out like that when I'm asking you such an important question? It's almost like you don't care.
Sorry, what did you ask?
What's your favorite flavor of Dango?
I think he and I have different definitions of what is an important question. I suppose it's something in my peripheral vision distracts me from answering. Whoa. A group of girls enter the gym, wearing nothing but their panties and a t-shirt. This can't be right. I rub my eyes, but the magical sight remains in full focus. What's going on?
Huh?
The girls over there are just walking around in their panties. Joe glanced excitedly, but deflates a second later.
What are you talking about, Broseph?
How are you not seeing this?
See what? Girls wearing their gym uniforms?
It's incredibly revealing. Joe stares for a moment.
I still don't get it. That's what they've always worn, ever since elementary school. Actually, now that you mention it.
I watch as Joe's face reddens.
My God! What have you done? I won't be able to focus in this class anymore.
Come on, I couldn't have been the only one seeing this.
You were. I was desensitized to this from childhood because my memories never associated this attire with perversion, and thus there was nothing to be perverted about.
What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
What are you two yelling about?
Oh sh. We both spin around and see Kaori. She's also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a gym uniform. Her porcelain legs are completely free of blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear she works out hard to stay fit. Yeah, her exercise routine is yielding superb results, right? If I have had any doubt about Kaori's physical prowess, I don't have them anymore. It must take hard work and discipline to have a body like yours. She frowns as her hand instantly goes to her side. The only thing betraying her unimpressed expression is the slight pink creeping into her cheeks.
Are you really trying to hit on me with a line like that?
Of course. Depends, is it working?
No.
Not even a little.
Not even at all.
That's cold. Despite her shutdown, the corner of her lips tucks into a faint smile. Few moments go by as we wait for the class to start. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for a sponsorship?
Not quite.
No.
Joe and I both glance at Kaori in surprise, and she crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
Before Joe can say anything else, I intervene. That's okay. I might have a lead anyway.
Really?
He doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah. You know the SBA? They both nod. I know somebody who works for them. She's agreed to help us find a sponsor. Joe claps me on the back.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
Are you sure it's not because I was the only person available? Kaori's nods. Joe's unfazed.
That too.
Joe is about to speak again when Kaori shushes him.
Be quiet. Class is about to start.
The professor waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. The professor dismisses the class, and the three of us file out together. My muscles are already fatigued, and my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Joe groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Kaori power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
Joe and I stare at each other. I whisper to him. How is she doing that right now?
She's a cyborg, a human mecha hybrid.
Makes sense to me. Once we're outside, Joe waves goodbye.
Well, that was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Kaori, Mr. Broseph.
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
We all say goodbye. Mayu. It's such a nice day out that I decided to do some studying outside. I make myself comfortable on a bench in the courtyard when I see Mayu walk past. She's carrying a violin case with her. Hey, Mayu! I stand and wave. She turns at the sound of her name and comes over when she sees me.
Hi, I didn't see you there.
No worries. Where are you headed?
I'm going to the music room.
She shuffles the case from one hand to the other. That's cool. You play the violin? Mayu nods. Yeah, I took lessons as a kid and played all through high school.
That's great! I started when I was a kid too. My father always believed that music is an integral part of a person's education.
He sounds like a smart man.
He is.
I'd love to hear you play sometime. Mayu's eyes grow wide and her hands tremble.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd be too embarrassed.
How come?
It's so embarrassing to play in front of an audience. I practice alone.
So you've never performed at a recital or anything? She shakes her head.
No, I've always had private lessons, so I've never had to play in front of a crowd before.
I'll teach you a trick. Just imagine everyone in their underwear. I mean, in that case, you don't have to be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. Mayu's face turns beet red, and she stutters her response.
I couldn't possibly.
Okay, how about we make a deal? I'll do something embarrassing, then you'll play for me.
No, you don't have to do that.
But if I do, you'll play for me, right? She bites her lip. Worry clouds her eyes. Don't be afraid. Watch this. In one long leap, I jump onto the bench, but I miscalculate my distance and my foot hits the edge of the seat. I windmill my arms, trying to catch my balance, but end up toppling over the back of the bench and falling face first into the grass. All of the surrounding students pause to stare at me, and the laughter that follows seems to stretch forever before it gradually dies down. Once everybody loses interest, I untangle my limbs and push myself to standing. My cheeks are burning as I check myself for bruises. That definitely did not go as planned.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Mayu's face and neck are bright red, and as I straighten up, she hides her face in her hands.
I can't believe you did that!
Ah, hey, why are you embarrassed? I'm the one who did that, and I'm okay.
I don't know.
She lowers her hands and glances at me. I grin at her. See? I'm still alive. Mayu hesitates. Then she laughs. I've never noticed how cute her laugh is. She noticed me staring and hides her laughter with her hand.
What?
Nothing. It's your turn now. Mayu shakes her head.
I can't! It's too embarrassing! But I promise, I'll play for you another time. But only when it's just you.
I nod. I'll hold you to it. She smiles.
I'd better get to practice now.
Sure. I'm going to go somewhere where no one just watched me do that. Mayu giggles again, then waves goodbye. Once she's gone, I find a secluded area on campus to finish studying. I'm basically done for the day, but I don't feel like going home just yet. I wander the campus aimlessly as I decide what I want to do. Let's study. Maybe we run into Mayu again. I should stay on top of my classes and get some studying done. I'm more familiar with the campus now and have no trouble finding the library. Students lounge in the open areas, a coffee in one hand and a book in the other. It reminds me of CINY. I guess some things just translate across cultures. I'm a little surprised by how many students are here, so early in the semester, and it takes me a while to find an empty desk. I finally find one on the 3rd floor. It's not as secluded as I like it to be, but it'll do. Settling into my desk, I can't help but notice all the graffiti. Yup, some things really don't change. Pulling out my tablet, I get to work. After about half an hour, I'm interrupted by the student at the desk beside me. He's wearing stripes on his uniform, so he must be a pilot.
Sorry to bother you. I don't know if you recognize me or not, but we have Piloting 101 together.
He looks vaguely familiar, but we've never spoken before. I nod.
I was wondering if you can help me with a question.
Sure.
For what use were gear initially developed?
I think it was military, right? There's no always civilian or government. It was for military use, but now they're used commercially everywhere. He grins.
Oh yeah, I think I remember reading that. Thanks.
No problem. After another nod of thanks, he returns to his text. I feel smarter for having known the answer. Nobody else bothers me after that, and I'm able to complete my studying in peace. My phone rings, and Yuna's name's flashed on the screen. I shouldn't be chatting on the phone while in the quiet study spaces. I pack up my tablet and head into the group study room, where talking is allowed. Hi, Yuna. How goes the search?
Actually, that's why I called you. I have some good news.
What is it?
I got you an interview.
Already? It's only been a day. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
I love. Thanks, Yuna. This is great.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
I nearly dropped the phone. How did you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong, up-and-coming team. And with the right sponsor there to support you, you'll be unstoppable.
Thanks. We'd definitely have an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When is the interview?
Yeah, about that.
Her hesitation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
The phone fumbles from my grip, but I catch it before it falls.
Hello? You okay?
Did you say tomorrow?
I know it's last minute, but their next availability is a few weeks away. I didn't think you could wait that long.
No. You're right. Sooner is better. I need to call my team. I don't know if they'll be able to make it.
They don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen. Can you make it?
I need time to prepare. Especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
Alright. I'll make my own preparations tonight and meet you tomorrow.
Great! I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Thanks again, Yuna. I owe you one.
It was my pleasure.
We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Warp Tech Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Okay, if can't, I have it under control. A minute after I've sent the text, I receive a reply. It's from Sho, which is no surprise. He's always freakishly quick to respond. Broseph, I'll be hanging Fritz on the dock plan. I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So you mean yes? Haha, you're funny. Good luck and let me know how it goes. At least I got my answer. Sort of. 1 down, 2 more to go. I've still got some time before I need to go home. Let's meet up with Yuna. I feel like doing something active. I don't just wanna lift weights. I've heard the recreation center always has lots of activities going on. There's bound to be something there I can do. As I walk in, the first thing I notice is how much natural light shines into the room. The facility is huge, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. There are signs leading to different gymnasiums, and even a pool. There's a locker room nearby, and I take advantage of the facility to change into my gym clothes. As I continue to explore, I spot tennis courts filled with students playing matches. A few students crowd the sidelines, waiting for a court to be open. Yuna's among them. She's standing alone, stretching out her arms. I head over and greet her. Hey, Yuna!
Hi!
She seems surprised.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I didn't expect to be here, to be honest. Yeah, shouldn't we practice for the interview tomorrow? Anyways, she chuckles. So you play tennis?
A little, just for fun. Do you play?
No, I've never had much time for sports. Schoolwork takes priority. Yuna nods in understanding. That and the whole gear thing. But it's nice to do something different once in a while.
Of course!
So, have you been waiting long for a court to free up?
Not too long. Plus, I'm next on the wait list, so once the court opens up, I'll be able to play.
What are you playing against? She shrugs.
Anyone who's available.
How about you and I play a game then? She suddenly seems shy.
Sure, but I have to warn you, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played much this season.
Let's have a fun match. Or for a game between friends, who's the better player doesn't matter. Just as long as we're having fun.
I agree. I'm sure this will be a good match either way.
I can't play with no equipment though. Is there somewhere I can borrow a racket?
I actually have an extra you can use.
Great, thanks. The court opens up, and Yuna and I take our place on opposite sides. Since you're feeling a little anxious, why don't you serve first?
Oh no, that's okay.
Please, I insist. She smiles, her thanks and nods. As we settle into place, I give my racket a few experimental swings. Once ready, I nod. Yuna tosses the ball into the air and pulls back her arm. With a resounding crack, her racket connects with the ball in a powerful serve. The ball whizzes towards me at lightning speed. Return! I barely manage to clip the ball. It lobs over the net but veers out of the bounds. What the heck was that?
I'm sorry.
I glance at Yuna's worried face and snap out of my daze. It's fine. I wasn't expecting that, but I'll be expecting your next one. She smiles, then prepares for her next serve.
15 love.
She bounces the ball a few times, preparing herself before the serve. Then she throws it overhead. Her next serve is just as powerful. The ball zooms towards me. Return! I catch it with the tip of my racket. The ball flies erratically but makes it over the net. Yuna smoothly parries it back. The longer we play, the more I'm able to keep up a volley. Yuna's face is set in deep concentration, but she easily counters my hits every time the ball flies over the net. If this is how she plays when she's out of practice, then I'm not sure if I'm ready to face her at her peak. Still, the game is over before I know it. I couldn't compare to her and she won 6-2.
That was a good game. You did really well.
You're being too kind. That was clearly a one-sided game. I'm not sure I believe that you're out of practice. You're amazing out there. Yuna's cheeks are flushed from both the match and from embarrassment.
Thank you, but I really don't deserve such praise.
You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Even at your worst, you're still better than me.
That's not true.
Are you part of the school league? She shakes her head, no. You should really consider trying out.
You think so?
Definitely. She seems pleased but shrugs.
Thanks, but I'm not sure I have time for that kind of commitment.
Hey, are you guys finished?
We turn and face a pair of students walking onto the court.
Oh, yes, we just finished.
Actually, we were wondering if you two would be interested in a doubles match.
Doubles match? Yuna and I glance at each other, and both break into grins.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great. You guys can serve first. Good luck.
I retrieve the ball and toss it to Yuna. He catches it and preps to serve. I don't think these two know what they're in for. As soon as I get home, Nikki jumps off the couch and greets me.
There you are. What took you so long?
What? She has her hands on her hips and taps her foot impatiently. Did I forget we had plans tonight? Run. I drop my stuff on the floor and open the front door when Nikki grabs my collar.
Hey! Where are you going?
Losing my balance, I fall backwards. Nikki's face hovers above me. It's not my fault. Don't be angry.
Why did you run?
I forgot we had plans.
Huh? We didn't make plans.
Oh. Nikki helps me get back on my feet. Then why were you waiting for me?
Well, I have some exciting news.
Nikki sits down on the couch and I follow her. What is it?
Remember when you suggested I start a cooking club at school?
Yeah.
I took your advice and spoke with the school administration, and they loved the idea. I already have a teacher who's agreed to sponsor the club, and a few of my classmates have approached me asking if they could join.
That's awesome, Nikki.
I know. I was thinking of structuring it so that we can learn a new dish each week, and anyone can share a dish, so it's not just me leading everything. Our first meeting is next week, and I thought I could start us off by teaching something simple and non-Japanese.
He pauses and looks thoughtfully at me.
What do you think I should make?
Salad. Salad, that's what you girls like to eat, isn't it?
It's not just girls in the club. There's one guy who signed up.
You know why he did, right?
Because he wants to learn how to cook?
Because as the only guy in an all-girls group, he'll be automatically a chick magnet. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, salad, I guess. Or maybe like a boiled potato?
Let me guess. Those are the only foods you can make.
Of course not. I know how to make mac and cheese.
Eating stuff from a box? That's not cooking.
I can make spaghetti.
Uh-huh. Maybe you should join our club.
And that's my cue to leave.
No, don't go. I was just kidding.
I know, but I've got some studying I need to do anyway.
Okay.
Congratulations on getting your club started. I bet it'll end up being the most popular club in your school.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I like having a smallish size group so we can all interact easily. But having a larger group means more exposure to new foods. Anyway, that's getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, you still need to decide what you're going to do for your first meeting.
Some help you've been.
I laugh and begin to head upstairs. You know, you still love me.
That's what you think.
He waves goodbye anyway. Once I'm in my room, I settle down at my desk and begin collecting research and statistics I can present at the interview. I want to be well informed, especially if I'm going to be presenting my team. Wait, did Kaori or Mayu ever respond to my text? A quick check of my phone shows me they did. I open Mayu's text first. I hope it doesn't cause you much trouble if I don't go, but I have a previous engagement and can't make it. Best of luck. I shrug. At least she was nice about it. Next, I open Kaori's text. Why did you schedule your interview so soon? Of course I can make it, don't mess this up. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kaori. At least Yuna will be there to back me up. I read over my notes a few more times until I'm confident about what I'll say. Then I head to bed early so I can be well rested for tomorrow.